Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for April 20th through the 26th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Scorpio. You water signs are so serious this week. There's a serious tone to things here. The overall energy for the reading, the Three of Cups. Okay, maybe you're hanging out with people that you feel good around. You know, there's this gathering type of an aspect here, which feels good. It could be just with one person. Maybe you're going out with someone. I don't know. But let's see. In the recent past, the Page of Wands, the Four of Wands, the King of Swords. Okay, there's commitment there. There's definitely a fun type of an energy surrounding this commitment, and then there's a serious tone to it. Like, okay, we need to take shit serious here. There's a, you know, let's have fun, but in a serious way. Okay. Now, I don't know who's bringing that tone in. Is it yours? Is it not? I don't know. But in the current situation, the Nine of Wands, the Chariot, the Star. You're pursuing something. You have a goal. You're after something. You're pursuing something. But it seems like you've reached a point in your path towards this goal where it feels very, very difficult to walk through that part of it. So you're having a little bit of a hard time here with still pursuing whatever this is. In the immediate future, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Okay, you're looking into options here. You're exploring options, potentially to kind of get past this heaviness here, this obstacle, this bump in the road. But you're feeling optimistic. It's like, okay, I'll find something. I'll figure something out. But that's why you're exploring options here. Okay, cool. Let's clarify. Let's do the Three of Cups. The Ace of Swords, the Death card, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. I think whatever this is definitely helps you. Whatever the gathering aspect is. If you're meeting with some friends, if you're going out for a gathering, a barbecue or something. I don't know what this is, but I see you surrounded by nice energy that resonates with you deeply. And I feel like it's very helpful in you deciding something that you have to do, something that you have to take care of, something that needs to be done on your end. So this would be beneficial, even if, okay, maybe somebody doesn't tell you shit about what to do, because it's not about that. Even just being in that energy, surrounded by that energy, it gives you a little bit of a boost and a little bit of help in potentially deciding, making a decision here over something that's fairly close to home, fairly important to you. Let's do the Page of Wands. In the recent past, you get the Seven of Wands, the Fool, the Page of Wands. There's times in which you're just not in the mood. Like, you're bringing a fun tone to this experience. You're bringing almost like a childlike type of an energy, almost like let's just have fun, let's just leave the world behind and just have fun with things. But there's times in which you're being counteracted, so it kind of, you know, makes you not be in the mood, like, and then you come back with the same energy, like, fuck that, you know, whatever is trying to kind of stop me from that, fuck that shit, I'm still gonna be me. Okay, which is fun. It's a nice energy to it. But I feel like you have resistance there. Is that the serious tone over there? You're trying to goof around and then this energy shows up and it's like, Scorpio? Why do we behave like children? I don't fucking know. This is a very stern, very serious type of energy. I don't know. But it is a commitment here, so it's you and that serious energy right there. Yeah, I would be like, what the fuck? You know, yeah, my mood would drop too if I were met by that. But for the Four of Wands in the recent past, you get the Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, it takes away from your joy there, from your, you know, you're kind of like jumping inside of you there with, oh my God, I feel so good. I feel like, you know, life is nice. And then this energy comes in. So yeah, it creates conflict. It creates, yeah, it's conflicting to begin with. It's very serious tone there. And then there's the fun, it's like, yay, let's go for a fucking ice cream every 5 minutes because it's fun type of an energy. So I feel like there's been a lot of conflict there, you know, over time. For the King of Swords, you get the Lovers, the Hermit, the Two of Cups. Man, they meant business, but they're so fucking serious about it. It's like, look, I need to know I can count on you and I can rely on you and this could go places and this could be big and this could be... Okay, chill the fuck. It's gonna. Like, they're showing me nice energies, but very, very set in stone. Like those types of energies would be light, you know, would be, oh my God, so deep, so light, so nice. But with that kind of attitude, it's like, I don't know, it's too serious. It spoils the mood, man. See, now they're pissed off. Who the fuck cares? For the Nine of Wands, in the current situation, you get the Moon, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. There's been some resistance here created from all those interactions, from one energy that shows up like that and one energy that shows up like that, and they keep on coming into conflict. Well, that conflict, the energy of that is going to build a little bit of a wall in time. And that's exactly what happened. And they're still both parts functioning, but from a little bit of an invisible, behind an invisible wall. Nobody sees it. You don't see it, they don't see it. You just know that when you come in here to interact, to open up your energy, you feel something. It's like there's something in the way. I don't fucking know what it is, so I'll keep going. You know? Let me do the Chariot. Bubba, I can't move now because your little paw is on my paw, and it's like, I don't want to disturb your paw. For the... Your paw has claws! For the... Were you stretching? Oh, okay. Okay. Come on, let's go be Oompa Loompas. Yeah, go need. Right there. For the Chariot, in the current situation, you get the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands, the Temperance card. And it's been hard for a minute, and you can't really place your finger on it. What makes this hard? Probably the tone of seriousness there, you know, I'm guessing. Because of that wall that's been created, that, you know, not seeing eye to eye, it's just, realistically speaking, it's just two energies that are coming from very opposite directions. You know, one that's super light, super fun, super chilled, and the other one that's so, I don't want to say controlling, but I feel ultimately it's going to get there. And while those energies kind of grew into something together, with the wall of resistance in the middle that none of those energies are seeing, you're telling me for a while it's been feeling kind of heavy. And I'm not surprised. The heavy energy is always going to win. You know, when there's a light energy and a heavy energy, the heavy energy is always going to win. It's going to suck up the life from the light one. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised that it's been feeling hard and difficult. And now the childlike type of fun energy is having a harder and harder time to show up like that. So that's been impacted by what's going on, and that energy is showing up heavier. And it's no fun anymore. Nobody's having fun here anymore. Everybody's serious. You know? Let me do the Star. In the current situation, you get the Hangman, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords. And then you start kind of doubting that this is truly what you want. Is this what you want? Is this not? Maybe I was wrong. You weren't initially. This is what you wanted, but things changed. And based off of how they changed, maybe you're in a place in which you don't resonate with this anymore. I don't know. These are questions that are coming up for you. Questioning. The problem is, and why this energy is showing up deceptive, is that you're questioning yourself. And you shouldn't question yourself. You should question the experience. You know? Like, was I wrong? Was my heart in the wrong place here? Was what the fuck was I thinking? It's not you that you should question. Something shifted here. You stayed constant, or you tried to, but because something shifted within the dynamic, it shifted your energy as well. So I don't think you were wrong at any given point in this. I think what needs to be questioned is this energy of this dynamic. You know, is it something that still speaks to you or no? Is it something that's making you feel happy like it did initially? But that was you making yourself happy, because that energy right there was serious from the get-go. I don't know. Has it changed you in any kind of way? In a way that you like or don't like? So the questioning shouldn't be around you. Shouldn't be around your intentions. Shouldn't be around your heart. Those are all coming from a good place. It shouldn't be around them. You know? It should be around, what did we create here? And how does it impact me now? That's it. You know? Is it in a good way or not such a good way for me? For the Page of Pentacles, in the immediate future, you get the Devil, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands. There's kind of an expectation here over something, but I can't tell over what. And it's unhealthy. Because you're expecting something to happen. And you're convinced that it's going to happen because your expectation is so convincing. Like, that's going to happen for sure. Oh, they'll say this or they'll do that. And you're waiting based off of your expectation. And I'm not seeing anything happening. I'm just seeing you expecting. And the expectation grows bigger the more you just sit there and wait. And no. For the Ace of Pentacles, in the immediate future, you get the Three of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands. Oh, that's the expectation? That things are going to change? Okay, no, I know. Things are going to change. And I feel like there's going to be conversations around that. There's going to be like, okay, are we committed to changing things around here? Yes, we are. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing this. Yeah, we're doing this. And then as time passes, it's showing you that no, things are the same. Maybe there's a little improvement. You can't, that's the thing. You can only count on you when it comes to these things. Can you propose to whoever you're dealing with, hey, are you willing to commit to work on this, to change things around a little bit? And they can say yes. But like, what does that mean for them? Because it may not mean the same thing as it means for you. Look, ultimately, from the get-go, these energies are different. So it's not about, it's pointless to try to say, oh, you should change or I should change. No, you should start from a place of accepting that you're going to come from different places all of the time. Because you're functioning from different places, different ways. Once you accept that, things might look a little better here, but the both of you need to do it. Not just you. Oh, I accept that they're different. Well, do they? You know what I mean? So I think that's the main problem of this situation. You know, everything else, as long as there's commitment to work through everything, you're good to go. But like, if we start off from the get-go not seeing or accepting that you're different than they are, and the other way around, then we got an issue. Then each energy is going to function from the assumption that that energy that they're dealing with is going to function the same way as they are. And that's wrong. And that's going to mess things up, as per this example, you know? So, yeah, you can try. Sure, you can try. But I hope it doesn't go in the direction of, can you change? Because I'll change too. We'll both change for the better. And that's what, no, at your core, you're going to function from different places. That doesn't change. So can you try to accept that you're going to be different from here on out? That's the change, probably, that might be effective for this. For the Seven of Cups, in the immediate future, you get the Hierophant, the Emperor, the King of Wands. Okay. You've grown a lot through this to begin with. You start off the reading with the Page of Wands, you're finishing it with the King of Wands. And it's a little bit from that serious tone too, because you were kind of childlike in your energy, and that energy put you in your place there. Like, hey, grow up already. And no, I'm joking, but I think you've grown a lot. You've learned a lot through this experience anyways. But you're definitely stepping into your power here fully. And you're kind of starting to look at this experience from all sorts of angles to understand it, to see where you're at, what you want from it, you know, where you see it going or don't see it going. So as far as your growth, it definitely happened here. Them, I don't know, I'm still getting them as serious. Maybe they did grow too, I don't fucking know. But again, I think the main issue that was here from the get-go was the lack of acceptance that you may be different. And it's okay if you're different, as long as it's being accepted on both parts, though. You know, if it's not accepted, then no, it's not okay to be so different, you know, in your approaches, because it's going to create problems. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Five of Cups, the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords. I think you're stuck in this, you know, but how do I get over everything that happened? How do I put that behind me and start fresh? You don't have to. You can start healing all of whatever happened. And I think you have a lot of it, but there's still some healing to be done here, of course. So don't get stuck in the past of what happened. If you want to create a new slate here, definitely don't get stuck in the past, because you're bringing that past in the new. So then the new is not going to look like new anymore. It's going to look exactly like the past. So you're going to recreate these energies over and over again. You know, create a new slate, yeah, new beginning. Let's jump into that, and let's start from the place of accepting. You're going to be different than I am. The way I express how I feel is going to be different than the way you express how you feel. So let me look at that, and let me see if I like that or don't like that. Let me not look from the assumption that you're going to express it exactly how I express it, because then what you're expressing is not going to look like my expectation of that. So that's going to suck for me. And then for this dynamic, because if something sucks for me, I'm bringing it here. You know what I mean? So I think lack of acceptance of just opposite poles here is at play. And that could help the situation a lot. But again, it has to come from both ends. The acceptance part, that you're just going to function from different angles. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped. And I'll see you next time.